Hello, I'm Nadia, a professional speaker and broadcaster. And I speak around the world and I get asked lots of questions. I get asked, who's the best person you've ever interviewed? What was it like to meet Nelson Mandela? And is George Clooney really so sexy? But the question I get asked most, and this is from Dubai to Durban, is before you give a presentation or before you stand up in front of a group of people, do you get nervous? So I'm going to share a couple of tips, a couple of great antidotes to dealing with your nerves. The first and most powerful antidote to nervousness is mental. What is your mind focusing on when you feel nervous? And at this point, I ask you to start developing something called your positive emotional memory database. And what is that? That's a series of positive past experiences that validate you. So think for a moment of anything in the last couple of years, be it a job, promotion, or getting a job, or even watching your child being born. Something that when you recall makes you smile, makes you feel successful, confident, and powerful. And as you get nervous and as you're faced with an intimidating scenario, simply play that video in your mind, and it's amazing how your body will respond. The second thing that I always do is I go to the far end of wherever I'm speaking or to the back end of the CNN newsroom, and I do something rather unusual. I take a deep breath in and I go 1, 2, 3, huh! Let me show you that again. 1, 2, 3, huh! Now, that's one of those things that you really have to do backstage and not in front of your audience. One of the tendencies when people get nervous is that their voice often gets high-pitched and breathy. So, one of the most powerful things you can do so that you don't sound nervous is a series of voice exercises. Very simply, taking the vowel sounds A, E, I, O, and U, start with hum, mum, mum, hum, mum, mum, hum, mum, mum, hum, mum, mum, then with the vowel sound E, hem, em, hem, em, hem, hem, em, hem, em, hem, em, hem, em, with the vowel sound I, him, em, hem, em, hem, hem, em, him, em, hem, em, hem, em, with the vowel sound O, hum, mum, with the vowel sound U, hum, mum. I hope you notice the sound is now in front of my mouth and it's very resonant and round and it sounds deep and I sound relaxed. One of the best antidote to nerves is the 3 P's of practice, practice, practice. Know who you're speaking to, what you want them to think, feel, and do as a result of this communication. And I like to ask a question when I start a presentation. That way, the focus goes from me and the attention goes from me to the audience. So practice asking a question. I've shared a couple of tips with you, and very briefly, if you want more detail on any of these, please take a look at my book, Small Changes, Big Impact, which is maximizing your presence and leveraging the power of your personal brand. It is available on Amazon.com. Hamamam, hamamam, himimim, hamamam, hamamam, ham, him, him, hum, hum, hamamam, 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 himimim, 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 hamamam, 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 mum, 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 mum.